about the sport of disc golf.
All right, we are back with the second community connection in partnership with the Disc Golf Pro Tour. This brings us to the Green Mountain Championships in Vermont, and this was really special, just like the last one was special, but different age group. We got to go to Jericho Elementary. The coaches that joined us for this community connection were Hansen, Phill, Dilone, new coach Thomas Gilbert, and then of course Dustin, Keegan, and myself.
My name's Bouchard. I am the enrichment teacher here at the school. So that means I bring unique and awesome things to our school, and today definitely paid off. Today we definitely brought something cool and unique to the school. I wrote Zoe an email and I told her we were interested, and I told her the three things that I was really looking for from the program if they were to come. One was helping the PE teachers gain some knowledge on how to instruct. And they will push that out to the other teachers in the district, because we have a lot of schools now that are buying baskets and the other PE teachers are looking for instruction. And those two are both on like the Vermont Principal Committee. So they were even talking about bringing it back to that level. So that was great. I thought that was fantastic. I wanted to help build the units again and do that course design type work and bring that into enrichment and get kids into that. I wanted kids to know that there was a lot of courses around where they could go play with their families. And I wanted them to know that we have one of the best disc golf courses in the country right here in their backyard. And we really need to be taking advantage of that resource as the kids grow up, because we're in the heart of disc golf country here up in northern Vermont. We have some great organizations that are really helping grow the sport, and I just want to be part of growing the sport. And what better way than to teach young people from the ground up. Well, this is going to be the kickoff to a unit. The PE teachers flip the unit so that this could be the kickoff, and then next week they're going to start the process he described of having every kid drive and keeping the data, and then working with small groups to break that data down and kind of come up with an average and talk about the STEM idea, the science, technology, engineering, mathematics of it. So we are doing these like thematic, and I'd like to grow that part of the course design and them to understand that, well, this is a par 3, so you don't want to make it so hard and you don't want to make it so easy. And so that's kind of cool. There's tons of math and science and in disc golf. So that's what I'm looking to tease out of the sport here at school, as well as just to get everybody to play.
Right.
So I hadn't had much of a history with disc golf. Glen has been teaching it at Jericho, and so I've basically been learning from him. From today, I definitely have learned some new drills, great ways to give cues to the kids to help them understand the parts to the throw. So that's been really helpful, and just seeing kind of the progression of skills has been awesome.
So disc golf has really taken off at Jericho. It's families are showing up after hours on the weekends and just throwing around, playing the course here at Jericho. We've been able to get a set of putters now, thanks to Uplay, a full set of starter, which families and kids can now check out of the library, take it home. There's tons of courses in Vermont. So this is here to stay. Another thing that Amanda and I were talking about, so we just had 60 kids learning with Uplay, with 4 or 5 pros interacting with the kids. The pros could not identify which kids had special needs and which kids didn't. That's a huge plus for any physical education curriculum. And so if we can address all needs and put everybody on an equal playing field, oh, that's such a win.
I think another great thing about disc golf is the students at our level, their ability to access physical activity at home is dependent on their family's needs, situations, how busy they are, and some adults who are not feeling like they could go on a bike ride with their child or access some physical activities just because they don't have experience. So the great thing about disc golf is because it's a lifelong sport, I know there are a lot of families who the parents started by just bringing their child to go, and they would walk the course. And then after a few times they were thinking, well, why am I not participating as well? So it's a great sport that anyone, all ability levels, can access. And I think that that's also brought families together. So now that's something they can do in their free time, which is awesome.
I think the power of sports is so amazing. That goes back to that idea of collaboration and being able to work not just on the skills that are associated with that sport, but also just those skills I call the skills of life. Being able to take turns, listen, have that growth mindset. Okay, you're not quite there yet. You didn't make it into the goal. You didn't hit the target yet. But what are we going to do to improve what we're doing, our form or our practice to get there? And so those skills I think are so fundamentally important, not just for that particular sport, but I also think they're just so critical for being a successful human being, a successful child, and a successful adult later in life. So I love seeing the power of athletics and our amazing teachers here cultivating that mindset of growth in all of our kids.
I think that disc golf is a really good opportunity for people to exercise, to get outdoors, to focus on getting better at something that you can get better at your own pace. And I think that having an individual sport like that is really beneficial to someone's growth. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do as a kid that, you might play a team sport or, be in band or whatever, but having something like disc golf that is outside in nature and is extremely accessible is really important for kids everywhere. If there's a course near you, you can basically just play with one disc, and that could be a donated disc. You could buy that disc, but even so, it's very accessible for all ages, all skill levels. And I think that that's the most important thing about getting disc golf out in the communities is that these kids are super excited about it. You kind of think they might not be, but they really, really get excited about it. And having them be able to do that, it's not just to build the sport of disc golf itself, but it obviously helps with that, but to help improve quality of life of people and give them something else to do that can keep them engaged, that can, provide a challenge, but can provide a good challenge and let them see how they can grow.
I think it's super beneficial to learn this game, at least bring awareness to this game at a younger age, is elementary to high school PE. It's something that all kids don't excel at all sports, so it's something that it's an individual sport and they can look at it as just having fun. And when kids come together in the youth and they're maybe not playing baseball or soccer or something, they can at least know about it. And then once they know that there's a course close or something like that, it's great for the growth of the game. We obviously all saw the boom of the game within the last year or so. With all of this, just getting more people into the game and bringing awareness to the game while social media is already pumping and everything else, I think it's great just moving forward, because these kids are going to be, the next generation of kids, and it's going to be wild to see if even 10 of these 300 kids really get into this. They're going to be something a big dominant force in this little region and community, and they're going to teach other people, and it's just going to, I used to call it the ripple effect for other analogies, but you drop that little piece of water in and you see those ripples go, and that's all she's doing is creating a ripple in this school and in this community, and it's just going to keep growing. So a bunch of ripples everywhere eventually creates the flood, which I think we're in right now.
So the aftermath of the community connection, of course, is not only presenting the school with the gear, the equipment to continue teaching, but inviting them to come to the Disc Golf Pro Tour event and watch their coaches in action, see the best disc golfers in the world compete. And it was really cool. We checked in with the pro shop at Smugs, and Smuggler's Notch Resort let us know and reported that 40 to 50 of the elementary school students made it there with parents to watch. We even had a couple of the staff and cameramen, cut to and see the students there. So watching them, and then Thomas Gilbert saying, "Hey, I heard one of the students yell, 'Go Coach Thomas!'" It was like one of those moments that just give you goosebumps. One of the main goals of the community connection is to not only give the gift of disc golf to a local educational organization or school, but to see the children come to the event, to see them watch their coaches in action, and to see what the event looks like and what is a disc golf tournament and how that really looks. And so the experience is already starting to happen just at the second community connection.